I hope there isn't a person alive who hasn't had an opportunity to experience a kiss. And that's because no matter how simple, how quick, or how long, how passionate a kiss might be, there's a lot about our smooching that you just don't know. And I'm here to update you all with that which you need to know before you go pucker up. That's right, from morals to cultural variations, the kiss is a thing. And let's start with a little history of the kiss. In that history, the human kiss goes all the way back to our caveman days. And by caveman, I ain't talking Fred and Barney. I'm talking way before we were even men living in caves, with no Wilma to kiss. To fully understand the kiss, we have to look at evolution, and scientists have traced the origins of the kiss back some 21 million years. That's right, we have 21 million years of experience in kissing, and yep, some ain't never learned how to participate in a decent kiss. But science in their wisdom has used different several methods in establishing the age of the kiss, from mapping kissing behavior in primates to simulating different pathways to how the kiss might have evolved. And of course, they just sat around and watched a bunch of monkeys kissing as well. And as long as we're talking about the evolution of the kiss, let's talk about the importance of the kiss. And yeah, science would say the kiss is rooted in the grooming behavior of primates. You know, our brothers and sisters, the great apes and chimpanzees, with others thrown in. Now I just gotta step back here and tell you that the history of the kiss is a bit strange. And while stating that it started with grooming, well, I can maybe believe that. But to say that the kiss evolved as a biological function to reduce aggression, to create bonds, and to establish the health of your partner by tasting their saliva, well, that might be a bit much. The tasting of the spit, I mean. But it is important, I think, to know that. But to science, it's kind of a fact that the kiss served to establish the health and well-being of your desired partner. That's right, you swap spit to assess the viability of your partner, 'cause that kiss, way back in prehistoric times, told you through chemicals, through smell and touch, all about your partner's genetic compatibility. And yeah, that's one of those things that went by the wayside, I guess, as we evolved. 'Cause otherwise we'd all know when the mate was good for us with that first kiss. Moving on in our evolutionary tale to ancient Mesopotamia, we find the first documentation of the human kiss. That first kiss, the first documented human kiss in all of human history, is told on an ancient clay cylinder that dates back to Sumeria, some 4,500 years ago. This cool little historical story tells us all about creation and how a couple of gods kissed while they were having intercourse. And all I got to say is, of course. So now that we know kissing has been a thing since the first chimp groomed its mate, let's talk about different kinds of kisses and kissing in different cultures. And yeah, you pervert, if you think the only kiss in existence is shoving your tongue down your partner's throat, an experience that at some point we've all had to experience as being the recipient of such tongue thrust, well, you are a pervert, and one that doesn't know how to kiss. Because holy shit, there's more way to kiss a person than there is, to fuck a person. I mean, good God, look at this list of ways to kiss. And remember, all these forms of kisses derive from some great ape grooming their partner. Now, you might laugh here at the difference between an American kiss and a French kiss and think, there ain't no difference. And you would be wrong because you haven't done your damn research. Kissing is nuanced because it represents a form of human communication, from a quick, light kiss on a cheek to a raging hour-long French kiss. No matter the type of kiss, there's emotion and communication behind it. Now, know that different cultures use kisses in different ways, from a simple one kiss to a hand kiss to where kissing is considered taboo. That's where we're headed next in this journey. In a lot of countries, kisses are used as a form of greeting. You've seen it in the movies, and only in the movies because, like me, you're probably too poor to travel to where they kiss you when you step foot in their country. But not everyone wants to kiss your ugly mug. There's a tribe in the sub-Sahara that views kissing as repulsive, as does a tribe in the Amazon. And yeah, across the Great Ocean in China, public kissing is actually frowned upon. Now, if a chance you're thinking the Chinese are just prudes, let me just say, they ain't the only ones, because while public kissing might be acceptable in a lot of places here at home, there's still some places in rural America where lip locking in public is, yeah, frowned upon as well. So be careful out there when you're out and around and you're testing the saliva of your potential partner. Holy shit, I bet you did not know there's so much involved about the human kiss. Yeah, we miss a lot some shit. I mean, that old genetic shit, swap and spit. We must have lost that. But, what can a person say? I mean, seriously. All you can do sometimes when you think about shit, especially shit that I do videos on, maybe you ought to do a shot of tequila along with me. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I've known some pretty decent kissers in my life. Yes, I have. But just to clarify that, they were all before I met my wife, who is absolutely the best kisser around. I'm just saying that. Okay. I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope that's evident in the video. And with that said, don't be a tongue thruster. Don't be a tongue thruster. Remember, kissing is really a form of communication, and you want to be subtle, passionate. Okay. Thank you for watching. Time to move on to something else. Out of here.